Hello, and thank you so much for taking a few moments to watch this video. I do believe all your questions are going to be answered. If you are the buyer agent, thank you so much for taking a look at this new technology. And if you are the buyer, I promise you, you are working with an amazing buyer agent, someone that really is thinking outside of the box and working for you to try and get you in a home in this otherwise completely crazy market. So let me explain to you what this process is and how it benefits you so that you can move forward, hopefully, with taking a look and submitting a bid on this home. We're talking about 7542 West Carter Road in Laveen. Laveen is an up and coming city. You have a great opportunity to get in before it explodes with all the companies, which if you didn't know, there are so many companies that are moving in right around this community. So it's only going to get greater amenities, shopping, retail, the hustle and bustle that maybe you kind of want to be closer to. Gas stations and things like that are just around the corner. All right, so what makes this completely different? Well, first of all, we are using new technology. This particular platform is called USAHomebids. It's probably one of that will be of many. This is the new way to acquire real estate that's super transparent. And of course, it's technology, right? We're all looking for that next new way. And here, this makes it so much easier for everyone. So the seller, first of all, already went ahead and did the inspection for you. Think about that. Right now with other properties and you writing offers, if you get it, then you still have to do the inspection. You still have to pay for it. You still are going like this. Is it going to come in? What's the seller going to do? Like there's so many uncertainties. But with this, you know exactly what you're getting into before you even spend a single dollar. We just went on the market. We'll be on the market from now until July 6th. You can look at the property as many times as you want between June 30th and July 4th. Your agent has full access to accessing the property, or you can stop by. We will completely respect agency with yourself, family members, contractors, etc. on Friday, July 2nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come on by. We can answer some more questions, but you can check things out. You can measure things, whatever your heart desires. So again, the home inspection is done and it's right here in the link that your agent is going to forward to you. Second part of this, we're also going to include a home warranty. Can you believe that? Again, in today's crazy market, sellers are going, nope, not doing anything. But right here, the seller's already doing the home inspection for you, and they're going ahead and offering a 1-year warranty with First American Home Warranty that is also available for your agent to share with you what that entails. All right, let's get to the nitty gritty of what is this online bidding platform? Well, first of all, it is the first thing that's 100% transparent. I personally guarantee that no offers will be reviewed or accepted before the end of the closing date, for the end of the bidding. How about that being just the biggest factor, right? How many times have you waited for the instructions that are on MLS? No showings on this day, not going to review offers. And then a couple days later, when you're ready to go out and look at it for the first time, bam, it's under contract. Well, we guarantee you that that will not happen. And I do not double end any of my transactions. So you don't have to worry about, favoritism and etc. all that stuff. Not to mention, here's the best part of this property. We are not only accepting cash and conventional like everyone else, but here's a real opportunity for FHA and VA buyers. You got to go a little extra step, and there's reason for that. But working together, and that's how I approach all my transactions, working with your agent. Again, you have a phenomenal agent. They're there for a reason. They're there to help advise and make sure that you understand every step of the way. And they represent you. I represent the seller. But you know what? Working together as a team, because we both have the same common interest of getting the transaction closed, is the best way, at least the way I like to handle all my transactions. So we are going to go ahead and set forth all those terms and conditions. And again, this will be provided to your agent and you in writing ahead of time so you can make a decision whether or not this is the right house for you. All right, let's learn a little bit more about that. First of all, there is a buyer 3% premium, and you're thinking, why am I going to pay for my agent? Well, you're going to start to learn as we approach the end of this year where NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors, is currently under litigation with the Department of Justice, where realtors will all have to disclose, the listings will have to disclose how much the buyer agent is receiving in commission and disclose that the buyer is paying for their own agent. It's just built into the sales price. As a matter of fact, buyer agents can no longer advertise their services as free, as they're not. We all receive some sort of compensation. But at the same time, there are some listings that have minimal to nominal commissions for buyer agents. And sometimes those listings are overlooked. And so again, they want this complete transparency so that the buyer knows exactly where the money is going. Up until now, that's kind of just been assumed, and it was kind of assumed wrong. If you think about it, the buyer does pay for both commissions, because without a buyer, we don't have a transaction and no one makes commissions, right? So there's that whole who pays the commission really. So in this scenario, we're letting you know that the bid price and starting on this home at $275, you're going to add on your 3% buyer premium. 2.5% of that goes to your agent, and 0.5% goes as the technology fee to use this bidding platform. 100% transparent. Just make sure you add that 3% on. It's going to be exactly the same pretty much as what you're already dealing with, except for those prices have it built in, and this you just add it on. It's the same in the end, right? All right, the next part of it, oh my gosh, earnest deposit. We want to make sure that those of you that are submitting a bid on this and you move forward, in the event that you are the winning contract, and we'll talk about that in a minute, if you are the winning bidder and you move forward to the exclusive opportunity to submit your offer to the seller, mano a mano, one-on-one with no other offers in play, we are looking for a $4,000 earnest deposit to be deposited within 1 business day, and 1,000 of that to be immediately released to the seller. And the reason we are doing that is because there are so many buyers out there. I don't know how they're finding agents that write this, but they're just writing multiple different offers on multiple different properties. And then after they get under contract, after a couple of days, they say they change their mind and they cancel. Well, that's kind of causing a lot of ruckus for a lot of people. So we ask that you, again, we will be closing our bidding on Tuesday, July 6th. We'll be going under contract July 7th, hopefully with someone like yourself that's watching this video. And then we'll be opening escrow the next business day. And that is when that $4,000 is due and $1,000 immediately released to the seller. The next part is kind of tricky, and why everybody, I shouldn't say it that way, and why sellers up until now have been very reluctant to work with government financed loans. It doesn't have anything to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with FHA. It doesn't have anything to do with VA. It has to do with the fact that the government loans have certain rules in reference to terms and conditions. Well, here's how you can be more competitive. Look at that. You learn something here too. You can write offers just like all the other people, all the other buyers, but you're not actually waiving an appraisal. Keep the appraisal in this particular contract, but here's what you will be doing. You will be agreeing to, buyer will be increasing their down payment by X amount of money, gap, to cover the gap between appraised value and purchase price. There's specific verbiage that will be used, but that's kind of the easy way to explain it. So you can still do and will do an appraisal. The lender would never let you waive it, no appraisal, but there's still even some question about you can't waive the contingency. We'll leave the contingency in there, but you're going to agree to pay over appraised value, and you're going to show proof of funds that you can perform. Now, this platform and this terminology doesn't change the market. So I apologize if you don't have the proof of funds in order to do that. This merely just makes it possible for some of the buyers that do have the additional funds, but they want or need to use that government loan. Here's how you can get in the game. All right. So I shouldn't call it a game. Here's how you can get into your new home. How's that? All right. Inspection period to be waived because we've already done the inspection, right? You're going to accept the property as is with the BINSR. That is the document that we officially accept a property, and that would be submitted with the offer. And the HOA is paid for by the buyer. The disclosure fee will be paid for by the seller. And again, like I said, the home warranty is paid for by the seller. So again, something that you don't normally get in today's market because you have to give up absolutely everything. So we've already done some preliminary title work. So we're going to go ahead and move forward using security title. And then here's the end part and the most important part. If you are the winning bidder, you will have the exclusive opportunity to submit this offer. We already know what the terms and conditions are. They're all right here, right? And we know what that winning bid plus 3% equals purchase price is. So all you're doing as the winning bidder is having your agent submit that document, that paperwork for the seller to sign. Now, in the event, and this has happened, in the event the buyer all of a sudden goes, oh, that's not really what I want to do. I want to change this word or whatever, might be. And the seller, for whatever reason, because they do have the right to accept, reject, or counter their offer, if the seller doesn't think that the buyer is going to be able to perform, or if there's something that, again, just something that just doesn't sit right, the seller can reject your offer or counter it. But in the event you, as the winning bidder, don't lock in that contract, it's 100% on the buyer because we're telling you exactly how to get it. And in the event that that were to happen, then the seller would look at bidder number 2, which is only $1,000 behind bidder number 1, right? So it behooves bidder number 1 to make sure that you use all these terms and conditions and you follow these super easy instructions on how to win this property. All right, guys, there's a couple of little caveats. And again, that's why you need to work with a phenomenal buyer agent, which obviously you are because they got this video to you. And the only reason I have to disclose, by the way, my name is Sheryl Willis. I'm with eXp Realty because if I don't, then I'm violating my own disclosure stuff. So I am not trying to get your business. You should work with your agent. We want to work together as a team so that we can get this deal closed quickly, smoothly, and the easiest possible way for all parties. All right, guys. Thanks again. Sheryl Willis over at Go Arizona Real Estate with eXp. I hope to hear from you and your agent. And more information can be found on the website and document tab of MLS that your agent can help you with. Thank you so much and make it a great day. Bye-bye.